The following is a reading of an article entitled Finding a Way Through, written by quantum healer Christina Lavers for our website at quantumhealers.com. My name is Candace Craw-Goldman, and I am the founder of quantumhealers.com and the creator of the consciousness exploration method called Beyond Quantum Healing. BQH is a heart-based and infinitely adaptable modality created for independent and free-thinking healers of today. I hope you enjoy the article. Finding a Way Through by Christina Lavers. When I first started offering Beyond Quantum Healing sessions, arriving at the last sentence of the induction, I want you to tell me the very first things that you see or the very first impressions that you have as you begin to understand where you are and what is happening around you. There was always a long moment of trepidation as I waited for what was to come next. If the client began to describe a scene, I would feel a wave of relief wash over me, knowing that the session would flow easily. But if the sentence was met with the dreaded word, nothing, or any other form of stuckness, I would feel a sense of panic creeping in. Initially, my go-to was to create more relaxation by jumping into a deepener script. This usually helped the client to relax enough to find their path, but these sessions at times still felt arduous. Fortunately, most sessions flowed with ease and were a pleasure to facilitate. But the daunting feeling that this might be one of those few tricky ones lingered at the start of every session. The breakthrough for me came when I started to apply my approach to reality to the content of the sessions. Work with what is. The first time I experimented with this method, the client found themselves surrounded by fog, and no matter where they tried to go, they weren't able to escape the thick mist that engulfed them. Faced with a seemingly inescapable scenario, instead of turning to a deepener, I suggested that they just sit down and be with the mist. I asked them to describe what they noticed when they did. As the client sat in the mist, some uncomfortable feelings surfaced, which we allowed to flow. Then very quickly she noticed she could see the sky above her. The mist began to thin, and her journey then unfolded in a beautiful flow. Ever since that day, I have adopted the work with what is method, and I haven't looked back. I no longer feel a sense of concern or trepidation these days when the session doesn't immediately flow like golden, sparkly honey. Instead, I welcome the opportunity to clear and shift some blocks that are so central to the client's experience that they affect the subconscious flow. It might not be an approach all practitioners are interested in, but for me, it has been such an important key to giving me a level of confidence that is palpable, because I know that no matter how a session starts, a deep and meaningful healing session can inevitably be had. It also may not be the journey the client hoped to have, but it undoubtedly brings powerful healing, which for me is what BQH is all about. The beauty of this method is that it not only is effective to assist with getting energetic and emotional blocks to flow, it also works well with physical ones. Occasionally, a person might be unable to flow on their journey because of strong sensations in their body that tether them to the physical. In these cases, I have the client focus on the area that holds the discomfort. I ask them to breathe into the area, to really validate the feeling. Then I ask questions about the sensation. Questions like, when is the first time you remember feeling this sensation? What or who do you associate with this feeling? If this feeling had a message, what would it be? Sometimes this focus on a physical sensation acts as a bridge that catapults a person right into a past life that is directly connected to the feeling. Other times, the answers that surface hold important information. And as they explore the meaning for them, their journey quietly begins to unfold. I have found that there is always gold to be discovered by working with what is. One of the reasons I think this method works so well is that the client can't be wrong. I suspect one of the themes that hold people back is a fear of not being able to perform or of not doing it right. But when we work with what is, there is no room for failure. Everything that happens within the client is seen as valuable, a meaningful piece of the journey. With no way to fail, people find it much easier to relax into the experience and slip into their point of divine flow. Christina Lavers, DIP Clinical Hypnotic Sciences, is a BQH practitioner and hypnotherapist located in Upper Orara, North South Wales, Australia. She works with people from all over the world. She is devoted to assisting people to find and connect with their own creative magic current that flows deep within. To discover more about Christina's practice, please visit her at quantumhealers.com under her name, Christina Lavers, or at quantumflowhypnosis.com. Quantumhealers.com provides community support and learning for open-minded service to other practitioners of all kinds, and an easily searchable, worldwide, multilingual directory for those who wish to connect to those offering alternative quantum or energy-based healing. Our service was founded in 2008 as Dolores Cannon's original student support forum, and after her passing in 2014, expanded to support all healers, beginning in 2016. QuantumHealers.com is not affiliated with QHHT Official in any way, but we continue to offer support to all of Dolores' students.